doors for the last couple of weeks in Brownsville to look at the conditions that the people in NYCHA are living under. I grew up in NYCHA, and I love NYCHA. It gave me my foundation. I knew what I wanted to be. I didn't have a lot of money in my family, but we had a lot of love. And so, thank you. And so, knocking on doors today, I met this young lady, a dynamic young lady named Gabrielle. Stand up, Gabrielle. And this young lady is the future of our community, and I just later on she'll speak. But right now we just want to get the word out for seniors. A lot of seniors in housing now are paying a lot of money for rent, and rent is becoming a main component in a lot of people's lives. Our office is at 1669 Bedford Avenue, and I have seniors coming to my office and say, Mr. Hamilton, half of my income goes towards paying rent. And so we're trying to let people know there are programs out there. Anisha can tell you also, like SCREE, if you make $50,000 or less and you're 62 years or older, you can freeze any increases in your rent if you live in a rent-stabilized building. So that's one thing we're trying to get out. I'm also the attorney to the office, and we let people know you do have rights. You do have rights, and if your landlord is harassing you or you're not getting funding that you think you should be getting, just come to our office. And we're open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. To 6 p.m. And we're just letting everybody know that we're here to serve you. I know we're a little far away because our office is on the corner of Bedford and Montgomery. But if you jump on the 3 train, you go to Franklin Avenue, you can walk like 4 blocks, and you're at our office. We're going to be having a press conference soon about the conditions going on in NYCHA with the Darlene Mealy and Anisha and Gabriel, because a lot of people are feeling the pain of these children that got stabbed in the elevator. It's just, it's heartbreaking, it's like unimaginable, it's unconscionable when someone is, a child is taken advantage of. Now, this happened when I was younger. We would have caught the guy, he'd got some bodily harm, but, it would have been street justice. And when you see children who are innocent being harmed and murdered for no reason at all, something's wrong with the mindset of some people in our community, and we had to change that dynamic. I know we were in Langston Hughes and walking through the building, when I got off the elevator, all the windows were spray painted black. Yeah, right. You couldn't see out the window. I'm like, what, and there's only one button. There's no up and down button. So NYCHA, we pay rent. We pay rent, and we can't have conditions where we feel like you're semi-incarcerated. Because people who are hurt and are hurting hurt other people. So if someone is hurting, we have to make sure that we try to talk to them and resolve the issues at hand, because if they're hurting, it's going to hurt somebody else. And so our office is on top of a psych center, and a lot of times when people go to psych centers, people have mental conditions, you think someone is like twitching and, I think you got, hey man, talking, in tongue. But it's a lot of young people coming into psych centers now. People are having a hard time coping with just living, paying rent. If you make $10 an hour, you want to work, and it's only $1,600 a month. So the state is saying the minimum wage should be $10 an hour, but where can I live if I'm a single parent making $1,600 a month? And going throughout to Brownsville, knocking on doors, we went to a homeless shelter. It was a 3-quarter shelter. And the man said, I'm living upstairs on the 2nd floor with 12 other men, in a 3-bedroom apartment. That should not be affordable housing. And that's what's happening in our society right now. So we have to speak up and go back to the streets and demand respect. Demand respect. God bless you all. Jesse Hamilton, 20 Senatorial District Director and Attorney.
Give it up one more time for Jesse Hamilton, y'all. You mentioned very important things. I believe it's Uhuru culture in Africa where somebody does wrong and they take that person out and they tell that person everything good about them for 2 days straight. I think we should bring that to America. I want to read a piece for y'all real quick. Y'all don't mind, do y'all? Y'all don't sound convincing. I want to read this. I'm dedicating this to my father. This is a poem I wrote years ago about many of the lessons that he has taught me, and I'm glad for that. It's called Men of Honor. True men are not determined, True men are not trailed by size nor horror. Missionary explaining, boys are dogs viewing girls as their tails. Men develop beyond dating, only raising hands to uplift. Honesty implements partial zest towards sexuality. Life and love is a lifelong riddle, standing on promising legs, overthinking of promiscuity in between. Cherishing Eve's daughters, disregarding ideologies of safe sex, contemplating only to save sex. Doing more than solely procreating with semen. See men, make sure that these little ones see them. Making sure boys are not raised into not women. Knowing that impish behavior is unattractive. True men know how they stand, even if wheelchair confined. Letting their collectors, editors gather dust. Picking up tools, claiming their places. Not merely working out, but working. Grounding their tongues as boys swear profusely. Before and after cutting cake, real men don't just party, they participate. Praying much as they once played, never depending on any drugs, knowing their bodies are God's temples.